Hey y'all, so before I get this video started, let me give a quick shout out. These were the first 3 comments in my last video. If you want to be featured in my next video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and come show me some love when I drop a new video. What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka CoachKe, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, it's time to do the week 2 paycheck to paycheck budget, which my budgets this month are including cash envelopes or just cash spending, period. And of course, in order for us to figure out the week 2 budget, we first have to reconcile the week 1 budget. So I kind of have cash in 2 different places right now. So I'm hoping that when I calculate how much I should have left over, that is actually what I have. All right, so first things first, there were no fixed expenses whatsoever, so that was correct. Now, as far as the variable expenses, we just had the cash envelopes, my supplements, and anything unbudgeted. I forgot to get my supplements again. I just got them this morning, Friday morning, but you guys know Fridays my budget starts over for the week. So I think from here on out, I'm probably going to put my supplements in the second week for the times that I forget to do it. So in order to do the cash envelopes, I do still track my spending as if I wasn't using cash, and these are my only 3 expenses, you guys, probably because I kept leaving my cash at home and I don't know if I was doing it purposely or what, but yeah. So I'm still doing the categories, it's just I'm not splitting my cash up into different envelopes per category basically. Okay, so first is restaurants, and I got some Denny's. And then I got Chick-fil-A a couple of days later. Now let me tell y'all about this. So I went to Walmart with only $70 for my groceries, right? And how much am I supposed to do every week? Oh, 60. So really I went with more money than I needed for like a just in case type of thing. So I only ended up having like $4.52 in cash left over, right? Well, later on that day, I went, I think, to Best Buy to look for something. They didn't have it, and I wanted to get Chick-fil-A. They have a new one out there by their Best Buy. And I always get a large fry with a large lemonade, no ice, but I'm like, crap, I have to pay cash, and all I have is $4.52. I don't think this is gonna work out. So what I ended up having to do was, luckily I go to Chick-fil-A enough to where I was able to redeem a large lemonade for free with my points, because as y'all can see, if I take this $2.28 that I actually paid and also add that, my total would have been $4.60. What is that? $4.63. So I would have been short like 9 cents if I didn't have that. And guess what? I would have been pissed. Now I do think I have an extra 9 cents just in my car, but then it would have threw everything off because that little change that's in my car is not part of this. So yeah, just needless to say, look, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Listen, children. All right, so groceries was $65.48, which I'm actually gonna take like 2 items back anyway. But you guys will see that in this second week's, well, when I do the week 3 paycheck to paycheck budget and I update y'all on week 2, that's when y'all will see that. So that's it for this week. So my total budget was $12.75. So for groceries, I still have $184.52. For personal household, I have the whole 100. Miscellaneous, I got $150. Restaurants, I still have $112.05. Supplements is the whole 100. Travel is $200. Gas is $100. Shopping is $100, and business is $150. So I still have $1,196.57 left over, which means that I spent a total of $78.43 for this first week. And that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and transition these numbers over. I say $78.43. Okay, so as far as the cash envelopes go, it was supposed to be $243.75 and I spent $78.43, which means that I was under budget by $165.32. Supplements, I was under budget the whole $100 because again, I just forgot to get them. So I'm gonna bring these numbers down here, and that means that I was under budget $265.32 total. Now I just added this in like right before I started recording. I do want to track the cash part of it every week or whatever, because this week is easy. Like I should have $165.32 left over, but once I add the $275 for this coming week and all of that, I want to make sure that I'm keeping up with that part. So my cash in the beginning was $0. I added 270, what is it? 243.75. 243.75. I spent $78.43. Which again means that I have the $165.32 left over. All right, so let's go ahead and reconcile. Y'all didn't see none of that. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and reconcile the bottom and then we'll get into week 2. So the beginning balance of my bank account was $4,000. There was no income. Fixed was 0. Variable was just the $78.43. Excuse me. I will say this, cash envelopes make it easier for this portion of my budget because I literally just took the $243.75 out and I knew that what was left over was this. Like that's the one easy part about reconciling your bank account. But outside of that, oh my gosh, it's not necessarily the easiest. All right, so let me go ahead and count my cash up to make sure I have the $165.32. So this is the money that I never even took out of this thing, basically. And then I have this change over here. All right, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 165. And then we got 10, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2. So yeah. Y'all, I didn't lose no cash. Hey now. Alrighty. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go and check my bank account real quick to make sure that actually is what I had left over. All right, so I was trying to figure out why this ending balance was not the same as what I should have gotten, which is $37.56.25, and I know exactly why, so I'm going to show you guys what's up. So the problem is that even though I only spent the $78.43, I have to remember that I'm going based off of my actual bank balance. And because of that, I am going to keep this part the same up here, but down, how do I want to do this? Basically down here, I can't put the $78.43. I have to put the $243.75 because that is actually what's out of my bank account. But I do want to keep up here what I actually spent. No, you know what? Let's not, because we take care of that in the expense tracker anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and erase these two values up here. So for total, I'm going to put the $243.75 because that's the total amount I took out of my bank account. And then, of course, like I said, the supplements, I didn't even purchase them. So that would leave me, so let's go ahead and redo this number down here. I was almost stumped, like, now wait a minute, but I had to remember that part. Okay, so the 4,000 minus 243.75 gives me 3756.25, which is what I got. Because this is my current bank balance, the 928.34 is my check for this week. I just took out the cash for week 2 as of me recording this video, and then my supplements came out. So that's what my actual balance is. Okay, so now we can move on to week 2. Okay, so my income was $928.34, and you guys will see how I will end up allocating that once we get down to the savings part. All right, so as far as fixed expenses go, there should be none. This week we're only going off of the weekly budgeted amount. And let me go ahead and put a green check mark because I've made at least $847.80. And I don't know if our tax percentages went down in my state or something, because I actually have 0 allowances. I thought it was 1. So I'm taxing myself the max. So, and I think this tax is only like maybe 22% or something like that. Not sure, but I'm gonna probably start estimating a little bit different from here on out. I don't know, I'll see. But you guys know I actually kind of like overestimating the tax percentage, just because I don't want to overestimate my income basically. So the total for fixed expenses this week is $0, which means remaining so far we have the whole $928.34. So next is variable expenses, and all we have is the cash envelopes. And that is $243.75. And then we have unbudgeted, which this week my supplements will end up coming in this portion basically. And right, so total is $243.75. Remaining $928.34, subtract the $243.75. So remaining I have $684.59. Now, before we do the savings portion, I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the weekly allocations page. All right, so the income is again $928.34. And you guys can see that I've made my threshold of $209.66. Which means that we're going to start allocating this week, and then we'll be allocating for the rest of the month as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and get a sheet of paper so that I can calculate this out properly. So I earned $928.34, but you don't start allocating until you've earned enough to pay for your fixed expenses, which mine is $209.66. So $928.34 minus the $209.66 is $718.68. So this has now been taken care of for the fixed expenses. So now I can allocate the rest that's left over for this week. And then every week from here on out, I'll be allocating the total amount. So we got 75% for checking and 25% for savings. So that's going to give me $539.01, but I know that I'm splitting this into 2 different places, which is going to be my travel fund and car. So I actually want what's left over to be an even number. So I'm going to take this down to $539, and that is going to leave me with $718.68 minus $539. That's going to leave me with $179.68 for my savings. And I'm just going to, I think I did a half and half split. Yeah. So half is going to be $89.84 to my travel fund and $89.84 towards the car. Now, we did already take this amount out for fixed expenses. So in order for me to have the correct total amount that's going in the checking this week, I'm going to add that back in here. And you might have to watch this a couple of times to understand what I'm doing if you are pretty new to my channel. So 748.66 is going to stay in the checking total. And basically, if I add that here, that's going to give me my total amount for the income. So basically, when you add these three boxes up each week, it should end up giving you this amount. And then when you add up everything here, everything here, everything here, it should give you your total income for the month. So we got 748.66 is staying in checking, and then 179.68 is staying in savings. We're gonna do 89.84 for travel and 89.84 for the car. Now I'm gonna continue doing it this way, where I'm only doing my travel fund and my car fund until the end of the month. But then when I reconcile down, depending on how much I have left at the end of the month, I probably will put some money back into my miscellaneous / investment sinking fund, because I did just take out over $500 for a new camera, which should be here today. And that means that probably, like, the video I was supposed to put out this morning, I'm just going to put it out tomorrow, and it's going to be unveiling that new camera. So that's that. All right, so let's fill out the savings part, do our reconciliation down here for the cash and the bank account, and then we will be done. So first is going to be travel, then car, and then unbudgeted. So I'm going to send that today, which today should be the 14th, because yesterday, no, today's the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. I don't know why I was thinking today was Saturday. Okay, so the amount again is 89.84. The total is 179.68. Y'all can see this is less than the amount here, so of course I know the remaining is going to be positive. So we have 684.59, right? 59 minus 179.68 is going to give me a remaining of 504.91. And I'm just double checking my math. All right, perfect. So scroll on down here. So the beginning balance is the ending balance from last week, which was $37.56.25. And I'm going to go ahead and write that in the actual as well. My income was $928.34. All right, sorry for the abrupt stop. My camera just said the memory card was full, but I've only recorded this video. I think I just need to format the card because I've used this for this camera and another camera. All right, so where was I? Oh, writing this in. And what, honey? Oh, I just drew this line in at the wrong spot. I'm like, what? Why does this look like this? Okay, so $37.56.25. We're gonna add the $928.34. That's gonna give me $4,684.59. I'm going to transfer that here as well. So for fixed, we have 0. Variable is $243.75. Savings is going to be the $179.68. So my ending balance should be somewhere near $42.61.16. And then let's go ahead and do this. So the cash beginning balance was $165. What was it? Oh, dang. minus, what was it? 78.43. 165.32. Hopefully y'all can, oh yeah, I am still in. All right, 165.32. We're gonna add the 243.75 for this week, which I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I need to go to the stove. And I basically just tell them to give me all 20s and then just the 3 1s. Yeah, I'm very uncomfortable with having this much cash. I'm not even gonna lie to you, even in my house, okay? All right, so 165.32 plus the 243.75 gives me, yeah, this is way too much cash for me to have on hand. I can't stand it. All right, and then as far as the spent goes, we don't have to worry about that part. We will fill that in when we do the week 3 budget. So let me go ahead and zoom y'all out so you can see the full picture. And I guess I could show y'all the full picture of the money too. That's what y'all like to see. I don't know why people like cash envelope or cash videos so much. It's really loopy to me. But anyway, all right, you guys. So that is the week 2 budget. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Please thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.